wearing my Mishka sweater. Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a Mishka Q&A, and I put on Instagram, like, ask me a few questions. And really quick, just before we get into the video, I do have a cold, so that's why my voice does sound a little bit like deeper. And also really quick, I just want to say, since I am wearing my Mishka merch, if you click the link in the description, you could get your own. I absolutely love my sweater. Like, it is so soft, it is so warm. I think it's adorable because it has my face on it. And you can click the link in the description to like check out the website if you want to get your own. And I think you should buy one. That's just me. If you have not watched Mishka yet, the link will be in the description because this video will probably not make very much sense if you haven't watched it, but you probably have. And I also just wanted to say thank you guys so much for it getting 33 million views on YouTube. I think that's absolutely insane. And on April 22nd, it will be a year since the video has been out. So I would absolutely love if it could get to like 35 million views. I'll leave the link in the description, and there'll also be a bunch of other links of other interviews that I've done with Cleo and myself in like questionnaires like similar to this one. Okay, so now let's get into the video. So the first question is, how did you feel when you first read the script? So when I first read the script, like, I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to do it, but I had like a few days to like read the script, so I read the script like a bunch of times. And then I went out for lunch with Cleo and we talked about it. She asked me if I had any questions, any concerns, if I was comfortable with everything, and I was like, yep. And I'm so absolutely grateful that I did take it because I think it's such an amazing film that has such an amazing message. So that is why I decided to take it. So another question that was asked was, what happened to her mother? So if you've watched the first one, you'll know that Mishka's mother is not shown in the film, but when you watch the second one, you'll figure out. The question was, what was your favorite scene to shoot? So my favorite scene would probably have to be like the party scene, because it was like we were having a party while we were filming, because the entire, I will insert a picture here, but the entire ceiling was filled with balloons. So when I walked into like the set where the house was, the entire place had like balloon strings everywhere. It was literally like out of a movie, even though it was a movie. So this next question was, is it hard playing the role of something like that knowing women have to go through? So honestly, like, I feel like for me it made it easier to do this role because like it's relatable, and I feel because I had something to relate to, because I knew that this has happened to thousands of women and it is a terrible thing. But I feel like that for me made it a lot easier to get into the character's mind and know what the character would be thinking in a time like that. So the next question is, did your friends know you were filming the short? I honestly, like, I'm not sure with this question. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I was like moving schools at the time, so I think my friends, like from my like middle school, like my old middle school, I think they knew, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so this next question is, how did you feel about Mishka ultimately ending the pregnancy? So, spoiler, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. But so in the first short film Mishka ends up taking some pills that would ultimately end a pregnancy if you were pregnant. So I believe that this is totally a dangerous, unsafe way to ever end a pregnancy, and I do not wish anyone should ever do that at all. When there isn't ways to have a safe abortion, or if you feel like you are in a situation where you can't have a safe abortion, considering in our society, I know that there are tons of people that are against abortion, which is something I feel like we need to stop judging women about, because at the end of the day, it's not your choice if you think some random person should have an abortion or not, because you're not the one that's going to be having to raise a child for the next 18 years and care for it and go through all of the pain to have this child and bring this child into this world, especially if it's under terrible circumstances like the ones that Mishka had. So I think the way that Mishka decided to end her pregnancy was a very unsafe way, but I think it was, this is just my personal opinion, I think it was something that needed to be happened. I do believe that she has that right choice to have an abortion, and I think especially when you're young age of like 12, because that's the age the character was, that you need to have the education to know that taking pills like that will definitely harm you. To finish the question off, I believe that Mishka had a completely unsafe abortion. It's something that no one should ever do, but I think we need to have safe abortion. Because if not, that's not good. Question, I've seen this question a bunch of times. It was, did you feel uncomfortable when you were filming the shower scene? So when I was filming the shower scene, I actually had a full bathing suit on. It's just you can't see it because it was like collarbone up. So no, I didn't feel uncomfortable, but the water was not warm in the shower. It was cold water because we didn't want the camera like lenses to fog up. So it was cold water, and at one point they just had to pour like a water bottle on my head because they didn't like the way it was like flowing on my face. So that's a little fun fact. Were you really crying in the ending scene of Mishka? Yeah, I was actually, like, those were my real tears. But they do put this stuff underneath your eye that makes your eye water so that it makes your tears come. But that was like me like full on crying for like however long it took to like film the scene. And like I remember after we were like Cleo, she was like, okay, cut, and I like stood up and I like went to go look in the mirror and my face was just like so swollen and red, and I was like, oh my god. And just Cleo gave me like the biggest hug and she was like, oh my god, I'm so proud of you, you're literally amazing. And I was like, stop. And then I started crying more. But yeah, I was actually crying. Another question I saw was the kiss awkward? Now it is. Everyone keeps talking about it. But in the moment, it wasn't awkward. I don't think, for me at least, it wasn't awkward. Question that I got a bazillion times was, when is part 2 coming? Guys, when part 2 comes out, you're gonna lose your mind. I can't tell you when it's coming out, but just be ready because I don't know if you're ready or not. So those are all the questions that I'm going to answer today. I'll leave all the links to all of the other interviews that I've ever done with Cleo and just myself in the description below. So yeah, thanks for watching. Get a sweater or a bag. Wait, let me get my bag. Get a sweater or a bag.